All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. God bless everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. As Bitcoin, we've gotten the CPI volatility this morning, guys. CPI on the year came in lower than expected, as expected on the month, and core also as expected? Wait a second. No. Yeah, as expected. As expected. So it's slightly bullish, and we're seeing a little bit of bullishness. I guess we're getting a little bit of a big old pump. Are we pumping, baby? Are we dumping? Are we pumping? What is happening here? Oh my goodness, would you look at this? Let me remove my dang stop losses so that you market makers don't come and hunt me down. Oh my goodness, guys. I cannot even believe the amazing moves that are happening right now on Bitcoin. As usual, if we can get 1,000 likes from the first half hour of the stream, we'll be giving away 1,000 USDT. So make sure to smash up the likes, call your mom, call your dad, call your mom's friends, uncles, brothers, sisters, girlfriends, boyfriends, best friends, niece to come like the dang stream, baby. And we gotta give a major shout out to the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Alright, because we have been calling the juicy trades the whole way, baby. We have been giving these juicy long trades the whole way. Setup given literally from the exact bottom of the move, all the way back down at $112,000, and I told the community when I took the trade. And guys, I have a crazy story to tell you, okay? My office is swarmed full of yellow jackets. Yeah, I've got yellow jackets all over my office, guys. It's the weirdest thing. I came in here to do my live stream, and let me tell you, the yellow jackets. I don't know what happened. I don't know how they got in here, but there were hundreds of them. I had to fight them off. I'm not even kidding. I had a bug zapper that didn't work. I had to fight them off with nothing but a plunger. Okay, didn't get one sting. There's dead yellow jackets everywhere in my room right now. It's crazy. Alright? It is crazy. Alright, we also gave the long setup. We gave all these dang long setups from the Casper Crew. I don't even have them pulled up anymore. It doesn't even matter. Okay? Now here we are, guys. We are at the only resistance that we have until Pump City. Okay, it's the only resistance we have until Pump City. Shout out to Wessel, he says smoke them out. Shout out to Indy, who says get him Jay. Shout out to E&D, I'm watching from a plane. Thanks to Elon Musk. Shout out to Guy Incognito. Shout out to Gad Dag. No weight vest, you're slacking. Bro, I need a dang rest. Alright, I need a dang rest today. I'll be honest with you today. I really need to rest. Alright, I've been putting my body through the ringer. I've been trading non-stop. And trading is a very stressful thing. Alright, people that think trading's not stressful, man, you guys are wrong. I've been taking so many trades today. I'm not even kidding you. Today alone, I've taken 1, 2. What day is today? The 12th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades. Guys, I've taken 7 trades in one day. All right, and this is just today. I've been scalping on KCEX. Alright, I've been putting big money on these trades. You guys have probably noticed I've been putting big money on these trades, man. Alright, right now on Bitcoin, I've got $600,000 combined right now open, plus another 300K. That's 900,000. Plus another 100, so I got $1 million. Plus another 240. I got $1.25 million right now on trades. All right. Plus, I've been hitting the gym hard. I haven't been sleeping too good because these charts keeping me up all night. All right. So I need a break from that weighted vest. All right. Now we are coming to the resistance. This is resistance right here, guys. If we can reclaim 120K, man, I have a feeling that this is just a nice back test of the POC. We're gonna be smashing into, oh my goodness, another yellow jacket. Hang on, guys. Got to get angry at him. Crazy, man. I got that one good. I got him with the plunger. I got that one with the plunger. Check it out here. All right, look at this. Look at him up there. Look at him. He's smashing through the ceiling. Look at that one. Look at that skid mark on the ceiling. All right, we got so many here. All right. It's insane. It's insane. You know, I had to chase him out the dang window. All right. Guys, make sure if your office gets swarmed by yellow jackets, make sure that you're carrying a plunger at all times. All right. Hang on. What are we doing over here? Oh wow, we're going crazy. We got crazy stuff, guys. This is the treadmill that I use. All right. Everyone wants to know about the treadmill. This is the treadmill that I use. All right. All right, you guys want an inside view? The Jason Casper YouTube studio? Here it is, man. All right. Would you look at that? It's amazing. Wow. One light works. One light don't work. The plunger, of course. All right, enough of this. Man, I'm telling you, these yellow jackets. All right. Bitcoin, all right? Bitcoin. Well, we got to get back in the zone here, man. First of all, make sure to smash up the dang likes, all right? But let me get my focus back here. Yes, Bitcoin. Yes, we're talking about Bitcoin. We're talking about Bitcoin. All right? We're talking about Bitcoin. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're talking about Bitcoin. Yes, we are. We're talking about Bitcoin. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Shout out to HFG. Yeah, plunger power, baby. Plunger power. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Bear with me, guys. Because thank you for smashing the likes. Alright. Man, I'll tell you, sometimes, guys, sometimes, you know, it's a good time to long the top. Alright? And that is totally true about Ethereum, honestly. That is true about Ethereum. I'm in a little long from the top on Ethereum. Alright, let's talk about what's happening with Bitcoin, guys. Alright? Here we are. We're going to start on our weekly time frame. Okay, let's clear everything off. We'll start on our weekly time frame. Now, first of all, I think it's very important to recognize what has happened here. We've gotten the break. We've gotten the break out of the range. And we have gotten the back test. All right, we got the break of the range. We came down for the back test. Now, this is a very key level. $112,000. Very, very key. Because as we know, this is not just any level. This is the support resistance flip, an 8-month resistance. Now flipping to support. Now, I know what you're saying, Jay. Look, you know, we didn't really dip into the box. We just tapped it a little bit. We just tapped it a little bit. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. But what have we seen since the tap? We've seen a big weekly candle close back into the range. Very strong. And since then, we saw the big short squeeze that we've been waiting for. That has pretty much wrecked everybody who had their stop losses here, right? Pretty much wrecked everybody who had their stop losses right here. We get the big short squeeze. Now, look at what's happening now, because this is super key. We are coming back to back test none other than the high volume node of the range. Bam! Boom! Look at this, okay? You guys see this? This is so key. The fact that we're holding this right here is very key. This means that this short squeeze was just that, a short squeeze. If we ignored the short squeeze, we are simply just making higher highs and higher lows trading in this channel here. Okay? So we've come back, we've gotten a back test, we squeezed out our shorts. Now we can start the pump. Now look at what happens as we come down to this area right here, $118,000. Look at market Cipher B. What are we seeing? We are seeing what, in my opinion, looks pretty nice in the sense that we have, as the price is getting lower, tapping into that key support, we are seeing bullish divergences on our 24-minute time frame. On our 12-minute time frame, we have also seen some pretty bullish divergences. Now, even on our 1-hour time frame, I want to bring this up. We are seeing hidden bullish divergences here. The last major low that we put in back on Friday, all right, which, by the way, was a long trade that I told everybody I was entering in on Friday. I've still got it here open. Obviously, I've added a little bit to it. Okay, shout out to the Casper crew. This is a trade I gave in real time, baby. When we came down to that level on Friday, from that point to our current point now, we are seeing a hidden bullish divergence. So we're seeing continuation signals on the higher term time frames and reversal signals on the lower term time frames. And we have gotten a move up today, facilitated by bullish CPI data. Okay? And now we're currently trying to break out of our value area high. Okay? This is so crucial what's happening right now. We got a rejection from 120K. We tried to lose that value area high. Now we're getting a back test. This is very nice looking here. This is really nice. Look at the 24-minute money flow. 24-minute money flow about to cross. Looking pretty juicy. Oh man, we are pumping. I'm getting alerts out the wazoo. Let's check out some of our Bitcoin trades here. Look at this. Are we about to get stopped out of our Bitcoin short trade here? Looks like we might get stopped out of the Bitcoin short trade for a small profit. That's the thing, guys. That's the thing. You got to understand the market conditions. All right. I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shorts today. 6 shorts just today. All of them close in profit. You got to understand the market conditions. You can scalp these low time frames if you're trading on KCEX. KCEX, the exchange over here, link in the description, has such low fees that you can market in and market out for quick, juicy profits. Okay? QGPs, we call them over here. All right? And I took this short trade mostly as a hedge because I understand we're at key resistance. But if we can now reclaim this, man, I think we could see Bitcoin hit some new targets. I really do. Let's take a look at what are some targets that we're looking at. I think we could see new all-time highs here. All right? Let's check it out. I think we could see some new all-time highs. All right? Check it out. The reason why I'm getting bullish and the reason why I think we could see all-time highs. And keep in mind, guys, look, I don't know what I'm talking about at all. I'm not a financial advisor at all, okay? I have been right on Bitcoin pretty much to the dang dollar since we reclaimed $85,000, all right? Since we reclaimed $85,000, I've been pretty much spot on in my Bitcoin analysis. All right. I called this as the bottom. I longed it publicly, put my money where my mouth was. All right. Longed this publicly, put my money where my mouth was. Longed this publicly, put my money where my mouth was. Expecting the short squeeze all this time. Okay. So I could be wrong now. I just want to say, just because I've been right since April doesn't mean I'm going to be right now. But here's how I'm looking at this. We have ourselves the breakout of a very key 8-month range, the back test of a very key 8-month range. We had the opportunity with this candle to dump down and lose the POC, but instead of losing the POC, we have 5 hours until we confirm a daily candle above the value area high. If we confirm a daily candle above the value area high, this is a very, very, very strong bullish move for Bitcoin. Look at the daily money flow getting thicker. Look at the 4-hour market Cipher B money flow right now. When you see a trigger wave printing like this, close to the zero line, and the money flow getting thick like that, that is not bearish. All right, that is not bearish. That is super bullish. So what's our next target? Our next target is going to be the high of the range. We're talking about 123,000. And once we're at 123,000, well, I would expect we have some follow through because we've been in this range now for about a month, about 33 days. All right, about 33 days. We're seeing signs of strength, right? We saw a bounce from key support, a higher high, a higher low from key support with bullish divergences, a higher high, a higher low from key support with bullish divergences, a higher high, a higher low at key support with bullish divergences. And if we take our Fibonacci extension tool right now, and we just look at our next major big resistance that's coming in this bull run, it's going to be the 1.786 coming in at around $130,000. All right, we're going to take our trend-based Fib extension from the low to the high to the low. And our next big target here is going to be $130,000. And this is not an exact Fib pull because I don't have my magnet tool on. But notice how these Fib levels are very respected. We rejected the first time from the 1.618 Fib. Pretty much to the dollar. This is not an exact pull here. So yeah, we expect follow through down to around $130,000. That's where I would expect we pump. And also, this here, in my opinion, is also a bull flag, right? This is a bull flag. There's two ways to look at the bull flag here. Hang on, we got a yellow jacket. There's two ways to look at this bull flag here. Way number one, with the bull flag. Crap, another yellow jacket? I don't know what is going on here. All right, that one got away. All right, we got him, man. There's two ways to look at a bull flag here, okay? Way number one is we could look at this as our bull flag, right? And then this is the breakout. In that case, we're talking close to $150,000, which is the 2-to-1 Fibonacci extension, all right? So that is my moonshot target, actually, within the next few months for Bitcoin. The highest I think it could go is just front running 150K. Also, then there's this little bull flag here, the breakout target of this. Hang on, that's wrong. We got to get off. Logarithmic here. We got this guy here as well, and our breakout target for this is going to be. It's going to front run 130. I mean, it says it's going to go past 130, but I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I think 130 is probably where it's going to go. I wouldn't trust this bull flag as much. This bull flag, right there to 150, I would consider that one valid. But I think 130 is going to be where we get smacked down if we're going to top out at 130, right? Those Fibonacci levels do not lie. So far, all things looking great. The daily has more upside here. What else I really like about this whole thing here, guys, is the fact that Ethereum is pumping like crazy. That is so dang bullish for crypto, that ETH is finally having her day. ETH is finally pumping like crazy, guys. All right, we can see ETH pumping like a wild lady. In distress, running through the wilderness with a laundry basket on her head, looking like Janet Yellen. All right. This is good. When Bitcoin hits new all-time highs and holds previous resistances as support, and then ETH finally starts to have her day. Man, oh man. And my next target for ETH is right around here, baby. Let's see. Right around 5,500. It's not that far away now, guys. It's really not that far away now. It's only about 22% away. You got these yellow jackets up in here, man. Yeah, it's not that far away, guys. All right. Let's see. So Bitcoin, we need to reclaim this value area high to see more upside. All right. Looks like we're having a little bit of a difficult time here reclaiming it. Let's pop back onto our trades. Make sure to smash up the likes, guys. All right. Make sure to smash the likes. Looks like we made a little bit of a lower high here. Let's check out the order flow and see what she's looking like. All right. Let's check out the order flow and see what she's looking like. So there are some bearish signs here, which is one of the reasons why I did open the short. All right. One of the reasons why I opened that short is because if we take it from the high on August 11th, which was yesterday, to our high today at the back test of value area high, you can see some bearish CVD coming on in there, right? You can see the open interest getting higher, the CVD is getting higher, but price is making a lower high. And believe it or not, we smashed right into the weekly VWAP right from that level. All right, right from that level. And so I opened up the short trade. I honestly do expect it to get stopped out. All right, but I did. It was one of the setups we gave this morning in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. All right, I gave the setup in advance this morning. All right, it's the first trade setup I gave. This is what we do, right? I let people know I took the trade. I've taken the short. I expect to stop out. All right, market Cipher B looking bullish. We have bearish CVD. All right, if you're interested in joining the community where, you know, we walk you through in live time my trading plans and the trades that I'm taking here. All right, like on Sunday, we gave these circles in the morning. All right, these were my scalp levels. And then look at that, we reject from my circle like to the dang dollar, made for a beautiful short scalp. And then I expected to move down to the VWAP, value area low, for a bounce. I drew a little circle where I'm expecting the bounce. Then what do you know, guys? Look at this. We come right to my level and we get that bounce. All right. This is the place where I let people know I'm long. All right. I'm long. Just like this, you know, stuff like this. I'm letting you know. I'm giving you my trading plans in advance. I'm giving you my trading plans in advance. And then when I'm taking the trades, okay, I'm doing my best to let you guys know. All right, look at this. I've taken the long here. All right, gave the setup in advance, taken the long, took the long. We took it right from the bottom, guys. All right, I'm telling you in real time what I'm doing here. All right, so if this is something you're interested in, go to jasoncaspertrading.com. It's myself, also Boyan in here doing the same dang thing. All right, Boyan doing the same dang thing. White Phoenix doing the same dang thing. Thor doing the same dang thing. All right. So if you're interested in the community, make sure to check it out. All right, looks like Bitcoin's trying to get a little bit of a move. We've had a little bit of a decrease of open interest here. On this last move down, all right, we've basically seen, let's see, longs closing out, yeah, and shorts closing out too. It seems like overall the market sentiment is people are expecting higher. All right, seems the overall market sentiment is people are expecting higher. And if we do break out, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to add to some long trades. Actually, what the heck, man? Should I add to a long trade right now? Let's see. Should we be sensational on the internet? Should we throw some $300,000 into a long trade right now? Should we long the top? Should we long the top? Put a 1 in the chat if we should long the top right now. Shout out to Tony Carr. Pump fund will explode. Okay, guys, you heard it here from Tony Carr. He says pump fund will explode. Shout out to I Am That I Am, who says, where do you think Cardano might go, Jay? Thank you. Man, I think Cardano could easily slip up to 5 smackaronis. All right, let's just do this, guys. Let's just do this here. What do we have to lose? What do we have to lose? We're going to add a little bit to this trade here. Should I do it? Yeah, I'll do it. You know why? Because I literally will have nothing to lose. I'm going to add a little bit to this long trade right here. Maybe we can get a breakout. All right, $200,000 added to the long trade. We're in a $400,000 Bitcoin long right now, guys. All right, we're gonna add our stop just below that low. Let me switch my stop here. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's see if we can't break out. All right. Let's see if we can't break out live. Now, remember, this is resistance. All right, this is resistance here, guys. So if we reject from here, all right, this trade's getting stopped out. All right, in profit, mind you, in profit. In fact, let's just quickly make this yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, looks like not the best, guys. We're going to wait and see what happens here. This is a big either make or break moment for Bitcoin as we're attempting to blast out through this level, okay? We're attempting to blast out through the level. Again, if we can't do it, we're coming straight down. All right, if we can't do it, we're coming straight down. Now, this trade that I'm currently in right now is, when did we give this trade? We gave this trade on Friday. So I've been long since here on this position, all right? So I've obviously compounded it when we came back to 118K, and obviously now I've compounded it more. So if it gets stopped out now at this entry, I've already made $6,000 on it, all right? But let's see what happens. Let's see if we can break out or if this is going to be a big rejection. If this is a rejection from here, guys, I have to say that sadly, most likely, we are going to come back down to these lows. And the reason for that is because, let's go to our 24-minute time frame here. This is the value area high of the range. If the price cannot hold above this level, we're going to come back down to the POC. That's just the place where we're most likely to come. If we can't hold 118K, guys, we're going to come and backtest the low 16s. All right, so this is such a key make it or break it moment for Bitcoin. So far, things look good. So far, we've had a bounce from key support with bullish divergences. We've made a local higher high, a local higher low back test. We're making a higher high. We're consolidating right now at the value area high of the range. The 24-minute money flow has just gotten across. Okay, it looks really juicy. Looks like we're going to get a push to the upside here. The 1 hour, let's check it out. 1 hour looking pretty dang like there's more upside possible. Oh man, let's see what happens, guys. We just longed the top. Oh my goodness. And we're dumping down. Oh my goodness, we're dumping down. Hang on. Let's just give that a little bit of space there. Actually, let's pull the fib real quick here. Let's put our stop. Ooh, that was a bad place to put my stop, huh? At the 618 Fibonacci. Oh my goodness. All right, well, Jay, sometimes when you FOMO in at the top on the internet, you do make a fool of yourself. Crap. Ah! The pain and the anguish. All right, let's see here. All right, not a big deal. All right, we'll close the trade with $5,500 in the event of a stop out. Let's wait and see what happens here. Okay, let's wait and see what happens here. Okay. We got to take a look at Cardano. Jason, put your fib away. Don't you know you're on live TV? Yeah, but we got the yellow jackets in here. Sometimes you got to get your fib out when the yellow jackets are out. When the yellow jackets come out, you got to get your fib out. All right. Our only hope right now, guys, honestly, is probably a bounce from this box here. If this trade is going to work out for me right now, we got to bounce from our purple box. All right. If purple box don't bounce, then, you know, we're out of luck. We're out. Purple box don't bounce, and you know that we're out. All right, purple box got to bounce, baby. Come on, purple box. Come on, purple box. All right, let's check out Cardano. Oh my goodness, Cardano, so pumpy, so juicy. Oh man, this is such a strong sign. The fact that Bitcoin is pumping and holding, and the fact that Cardano has broken out of our trend line, come down to backtest the beautiful support resistance flip, fib confluence, is getting a juicy continuation wave on market Cipher B after printing bullish divergences, change of structure, high or low, continuation patterns all over the place. Of course, Cardano, my favorite thing about this is the monthly time frame. The green dot that will confirm in 19 days. Of course, we can go to the 2-week on Cardano and see this beautiful momentum wave that has confirmed. It hasn't crossed the zero line yet. Once it does, I'd say we're going to break out of this value area high. Look at how clear the levels were. We got the pump, we got the rejection from the value area high, the bounce from the key fib support. Now we're starting to get that reclaim. Let's go to our 2-day for Cardano. The 2-day, in my opinion, guys, this green dot right on the zero line looking super dang juicy. So in general, my target for Cardano is going to have to be a conservative target of the breakout of this cup and handle around $5, right? Around $5. That's where I'm looking for this to go. I think that's a conservative target. It looks absolutely like we're going to hit all-time highs on Cardano very soon. Once we break out of 90 cents, it's going to pump just like ETH is pumping, all right? And all the people who said ETH is dead, ETH is dead, ETH is dead. Now look at us, man. We're about to hit all-time highs. We're breaking out of this 4-year triangle. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. All right, we've been calling it, man. We've been calling it on ETH because here's the thing that's different this time than other previous times. ETH has confirmed the green dot on the monthly, man. I still don't think we're prepared for how bullish this is when Bitcoin's at all-time highs and ETH is showing monthly bottom signals. This momentum wave on the monthly has much more upside. Let's go ahead and just remove this yellow oscillator for a second here so we can look at this. Look at this momentum wave here. It is just getting started, man. It is just getting started. There is not even a hint of slowdown on this momentum wave yet. All right. Look at our 2-week. Oh my goodness. Look at it. There is so much more upside on our 2-week. All right. Look at our 4-day. Okay. We're in runaway. Momentum, right? Let's go to our 2-day. 2-day on ETH. Oof. This is ridiculous. Look at the money flow on ETH. Look at this nice, beautiful, man. You guys know me. I'm usually pretty objective here, but I'm thinking we could see some really juicy pumps coming in the next few weeks, man. Especially if, right now, if we do go to a CME Market Watch, and we just look at what we're projecting for the rate cuts in September. Let's check it out, guys. It seems like 94% are baking into the cake that we're going to have rate cuts in September. This is just everything that we could have wanted for a bullish scenario in the fall is happening. Like everything's happening. Bitcoin made a new high. We're seeing huge bullish signals, bottoms for all these different altcoins. Bitcoin is holding previous resistance as support. Inflation's down. The Fed is probably going to cut rates in September. Like everything we could have wanted for a bullish fall is happening now. All right. Doesn't mean we're guaranteed to have a bullish fall. But I'm telling you, man, these things are happening now. All right. These things are happening now. I wonder how that long trade I took is doing. We're holding the box, it seems. We're trying to hold that box. We got to hold the box. We're doing our best here. But it looks like MEXC is frozen. Yeah, it looks like MEXC is frozen here. So, I don't know. Are we holding the box or are we dumping? Okay, we're trying to hold the box. We're doing our best, guys. We're doing our best here. All right. We're doing our best. Looks like we might end up closing this trade out. Okay. We might. Man, look at ETH. And then the way we get our targets on ETH is simply just our Fibonacci extensions. All right, from the bear market bottom to the previous all-time high to the low. You know, we're talking our 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension, $5,500. Then our 1.618 at $8,400, and then our 2-to-1 Fib extension at around 10,000. These are my 3 price targets for ETH that I'm personally going to be selling at, which is 5.5K, 8.5K, and 10K. The fact that we're breaking out of a 4-year triangle is extremely bullish. Let's check out some other assets. What should we take a look at, guys? Let me know in the chit chat. Let me know in the chit chat what you think we should be looking at. What should we be looking at in the chit chat? Solana, MEXC, not sexy. MEXC, yeah, MEXC and KCEX. What is this beat? I don't know, some royalty-free stuff. All right, I got 2 people wanting to look at Sol. All right. Did I sell the CPI news today? Actually, yeah. I did. I took a bunch of shorts today. Believe it or not. I took a bunch of shorts today. So I took this short here. This one here I took today on the 11th. All right. Actually, that was yesterday then. I took this short yesterday. When did I take this short? Yes, okay. I took this short yesterday when we lost 121K. All right, I ended up closing this one out in a loss. I added to it on the CPI data. All right. So I took this short yesterday, so I didn't take that one today. This is the only trades I've taken all August on this account. All right. So let's say I'm about overall I'm probably like $19,000 in profit on this account. Okay, then also this morning I took a bunch of shorts here, just scalping the low time frames. All right, I took all these shorts here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've taken 5, and then this is my 6th short that I'm currently in right now. This is my 6th short that I'm in right now. Like, I did get in a little bit of a short on this wick. Just scalping the low time frames, guys. Like, I'm telling you, I've been in the dang trading zone lately. All right, I've been scalping these low time frames on KCEX, and it's been fun. It's been fun. I've been doing this since 2023. All right, no joke. I use the 5-second time frame market Cipher on the 5-second. All right, it's fun. Let me tell you, it's fun. But yeah, I did short CPI. But look, we're also long from the low. And, you know, I'm in many long trades here. So, this is why it's such a, you know, the reason I'm short here right now is because it's such a make it or break it level. It's such a make it or break it level. It's so make it or break it. I don't usually share my scalp trades in the community because I don't want people to get wrecked following my scalp trades that are meant to be in and out real quick. But this one I did let the community know that I'm short from here, from the setup that I gave this morning in the Casper crew, because this is such key resistance that if we don't reclaim this, we're probably going much lower. Okay, but you know, we've been taking the longs in here as well. All right, we've been taking the longs in here as well. This was the last long trade. I think this is the one from Friday. This one was in drawdown for a little bit. All right. That one on Friday, I was in drawdown for a little bit. The one before that, we caught the exact bottom right here. All right. Setup given in advance. This is the thing in the Casper crew. We tell you what we're looking for, and then we tell you when we're doing it. All right. So it's not a signal. All right. It's not a signal. But look at this. All right. Look at this. Okay. I was interested in went in 114.5 for a back test, right? And then what do you know? Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And they say technical analysis doesn't work. They say TA don't work, man. That's wild. That is wild. Who says TA don't work? If you think TA don't work, let me know in the chat. All right? Let me know in the chat if you think that TA don't work. All right? If you think TA don't work. Come on, man. All right. Shout out to What's Good 777. What about Sol? Do I have copy trading? I don't. The only thing I have is my Discord. Let's check out Sol. Solana. Man. All right. We're going to do some fresh analysis here on Sol. All right. You guys hopping aboard the Sol train, make sure to smash up the like. Oh, and Litecoin, man. Okay, here's the thing. We got to be real about Litecoin. If there's any asset that has the potential to really shock people, I think it is Litecoin. All right, I think it is Litecoin.
Make sure to like and subscribe to Jason Casper. He's the best YouTube trader in the world. He's getting huge. Shout out to the Casper crew.
All right, here we are, Sol. Now, let's just objectively look at this chart. Right? It's a blank chart. Monthly green dot has just confirmed in July. That is, objectively speaking, very bullish. Also, what was this wick that we made here in April? That wick was none other than this monthly order block right here. So we had the monthly order block right here. Okay, we come down, we tap it. We tap it to the dang dollar. All right. Now, as we tapped it to the dang dollar, look at this. On the weekly time frame, we are printing hidden bullish divergences as the price is getting higher on this trend line. Okay, we have a very clear trend line that's being respected here. We can pull all the way back to here. As the price is tapping the trend line, we are seeing the momentum waves getting lower. All right, momentum waves are getting lower. That's a hidden bullish divergence. Also, as we tap into that monthly order block, what else are we seeing? On the daily time frame, we are seeing bullish divergences. Money flow coming in as the price is getting lower. Momentum getting higher on the daily. So all things combined here, this looks like the bottom of this sideways consolidation. All right? All these things combined tell me that of this sideways consolidation, this was the bottom. And now we can absolutely expect the breakout. Now look at this. We got our bounce. We started forming bullish market structure locally. We take our Fibonacci from the low to the high. We bounce from the Fibonacci golden pocket, and not only the Fibonacci golden pocket, but also we bounce from the historic support resistance backtest. So you could just take a box and drag it through here and say, okay, it doesn't take a rocket scientist, it doesn't take any fancy TA tools to see resistance flipped into support. We tried to lose the support. We got to fake out a higher high, and then we backtest support. All right, what does this mean? It means the next stop for Sol is going to be $300. All right, our next stop for Solana is $300. Monthly dot on market Cipher. All right, don't underestimate the power of a monthly green dot on market Cipher. From where we're at right now, we have another 60% at least. We're going to hit new all-time highs on Sol. All right, now of course I think we're going to come much higher than that. Where could we potentially come to? Well, let's just take a look at this actually. All right. I'm just curious. If this is a bull flag, I'd say conservative breakout target $400 Solana. All right, we're going to consider this our bull flag here. I'm being very conservative. The target of that would be, let's drag it actually. We'll take it from the low, the bear market low, this big impulse up. All right, yeah, we're talking about a $400 Solana. I think that is a fair target to have here. We don't have as much data. There's a yellow jacket literally right here. Literally right here, a yellow jacket. It's so close to my face. I might have to get it. I got it. That thing is dead. That thing is dead as a doornail, man. All right, so we take our Fibonacci from the low to the high to the low. Okay, wow, look at that. Look at that. Our 618 Fibonacci extension was pretty much resistance. And now our next shot is going to be right around $400. The 1-to-1 fib extension. Now some moonshots on Sol. 1.618 right around 550. All right, right around 550. I don't think that's so crazy. I don't think 550 is so crazy. Honestly, it would look like this. Is that so crazy? I don't really think that's crazy. That's 87% higher than our current all-time high. I think that's a pretty conservative target for Sol. All right? So I'd say my targets would be 400 first, then 550, and then a moonshot of our 2-to-1 Fibonacci extension at $666. That's the thing. It's called Sol. Why? It's going to steal your soul. It's going to make you take the mark. You're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you have the mark of the beast, the number of his name. You know? Let he who has wisdom calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 666. It's going to steal your soul, baby. So maybe you want to front run that with your TP, right? Maybe 665 you should sell, because they're only going to pump it up to 665. All right? Yeah, I farted next to the yellow jacket, absolutely. This is full of yellow jackets, this office up here. Make sure to smash the dang likes, guys. Uh-oh. Our Bitcoin long trade, guys. Let's see how it's doing here. Now, I've got some MEXC delay here. I don't know if it's MEXC or if it's just my slow computer. This is not my normal streaming computer. My normal streaming computer, the screen broke. So, we've got some slow stuff going on here. Alright, let's get a refresh. Come on. Come on, make sure to smash up the likes, guys. Oh! We're losing the box. We're losing the box. Oh. Oh! I was wrong. Crap. Big mistake, Jay. But look, it's all good in the hood, man. It's all good in the hood. ETH still pumping, alright? ETH trade's still good. Sol's looking good. Alright. Bitcoin shorts at least are open and hedged. Major shout out to Felix for the super chat. He says, would you risk the farm to $5 on Cardano? Would I risk the farm on $5 to Cardano? No. No, I wouldn't risk my farm for anything, bro. I actually do have a farm, and yeah, I wouldn't risk it for anything, man. Come on. The farm, that's the real asset. That's the reason why I trade. It's the reason why I invest in crypto. So I can have my farm, my homestead, my barns, my chicken coops, you know, my enriched soil, my fences, my solar panels, my well, all that stuff, man. You know, that's why I trade. That's honestly the reason why I got into this. Okay. So yeah, I wouldn't bet the farmer. I would not. Crap. Come on. Ugh. Are we really gonna see a dump here, huh? It's gonna be one of those streams, huh? It's gonna be one of those dump streams? Can you imagine? It's gonna be one of those dump streams? Oh my goodness. Crap. It's gonna be a dump stream, guys. What we thought was bullish is actually bearish. We've gotten a bearish back test. I was bullish in the beginning, now I'm bearish in classic crypto YouTube format. Our sentiment changes with the color of the most recent candle printed. Now we're expecting back down to the bottom of the range. $118,000 Bitcoin. Oh my goodness. At least we're in a short right now. At least we're short. $450,000 short trade on Bitcoin. $450,000 short on Bitcoin right now. That's almost $500,000. I can make it even more sensational. We're in a $500,000 Bitcoin short and we're dumping straight down. All right, let's see who we got in the chat here. Bullish on Parade says, if you get 1,000 likes, you may win a photograph of a trans non-carbon binary emission gender studies Jason. Yeah, maybe, man. God bless you. Is ETH going to pull down a bit? It might, but overall, I'm still really looking for that $5,500 ETH. A wall of bids for ETH to spawn at 43.80. Man, I don't consider sell walls or buy walls at all, to be honest with the HFG. They're all fake. You can take them you can take them off. It doesn't mean anyone's actually going to sell there, you know? Shout out to Mappy who says render. Shout out to Domos. Domos. Domos me encanta en la cocina, mi amigo. Domos me encanta en la cocina. Pero mi perro es mi gato. Pero mi perro es mi gato. Y mi madre y mi padre en la cocina, mi amigo. Let's take a look at AVAX. Yes, mi amigo. Yes, I speak Spanish in the Italian accent. Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? You wanted the pizza pie, mi amigo. En la cocina, mi amigo. En mi casa. Sí, señor. En mi casa es muy grande. Mi casa es mucho blanco. Yo es mucho blanco. Yo es mucho muy gringo. Let's take a look at AVAX. Look, guys, I'm sorry, I'm a baby boomer. We can't help but make these, you know, we can't help but ooze, you know, that nonchalant, slightly racist tone. You know what I'm saying? It's just us baby boomers. We can't help it. Let's check out AVAX. And I know what you're thinking. You know, it's not really racist, but here's the thing. If I know we have a lot of viewers, you know, shout out to all the fat, white, ambiguously gendered college students majoring in trans, non-carbon, binary, emission, gender studies. If you happen to have your major in trans, non-carbon, binary, emission, gender studies, everything's racist, all right? Everything's racist. I learned it in school. In fact, I went to college and the only thing I learned about there was racism. It was pretty crazy. So now, as a fat, white, ambiguously gendered college student, I know everything there is to know about being not white. I know more about being not white than everyone who's not white. It's because I learned it in school. Now I get to tell you exactly how the world is. You know, I understand everybody because I went to school. But I couldn't get a job because no one would hire me even though I had my degree in trans, non-carbon, binary, emission, gender studies. So that means we're going to have to look at AVAX, because there's no way I'll make any money unless we take a look at AVAX. Alright? So let's see. 2 yellow jackets are flying around. Here's the deal with AVAX, man. Alright? First of all, AVAX. Look at this. Alright? We got ourselves a bullish falling wedge pattern with bullish divergences at the low. Next, we change market structure. Next, we come down, support resistance flip to a key fib level with a continuation pattern. All right. Now look at this. We dip down, lower into the box, multiple drive of bullish divergence, and now we're getting a money flow cross on the weekly. We are at support still. AVAX, objectively speaking, is still a good buy. AVAX has come down to the bottom of a 4-year triangle. AVAX is primed to pump and break out of a 4-year triangle. AVAX is about to confirm a momentum wave on the monthly below the zero line, something that ETH did in June. AVAX is right now where ETH was in June, which was right here, in the middle of the triangle. In the middle of the triangle. All right, ETH, while this dot was printing, ETH was at $2,000. All right, $2,000 ETH. We're seeing the same thing on AVAX right now, as it's at support. Alright, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a yellow jacket killer! Come on, you yellow jackets! Alright. Whew, man. Guys, I almost just lost my life on that one. Let me tell you. Almost just literally lost my life on that one. But don't worry. Don't worry, we got him. You can still see the juices in there. Look at that yellow jacket juice. Man, these things. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know where they're coming from. But let's go back to AVAX here. Yeah, look at that. AVAX is where ETH was in June. We're about to rip. This thing's about to rip. It's about to tear. All right, it's about to tear and rip. Tear and rip, rip and tear. We're trading in our underwear on the treadmill, just don't care. All right, AVAX is about to rip, baby. Whew, man, that was a close one, man. That was a close one. Sheesh. Look, guys, always make sure you have your plunger, okay? Always make sure you have your plunger. All right, let's see. Let's see. Hold on, let me set my shot short first, so when price goes the opposite, I'm in. Cardano about to test the early open. Let's go. Cardano's about to pump, man. Honestly, Cardano really is about to pump. Make sure to smash the likes, guys. We got about 1,200 people in here. We only have 600 likes. All right, you want to look at Deep Book? All right. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. We got to give a major shout out to Edwin Nilsson. I love you, Edwin. Edwin is the best person in the world. Thank you so much for your super chat. Shout out to XZemaX. Did someone say ETH? Shout out to XZemaX for the super chat. XZemaX is the best person in the world. Major shout out to you. I love you. God bless you. Money sign deep. All right. We're going to keep it deep. We're going to keep it shallow. All right. What is that? The Chinese AI, right? Well, here's the thing. It's an AI, so that's objectively bullish, right? AI is always bullish. After all, AI is going to take over the whole world. All right? Humanity will become obsolete because of AI. You know? Well, we'll be here to run the machines. You know? They'll use us for the batteries. Now, let's see. We've got ourselves this triangle. We got ourselves a bull div at the bottom. We're trading on this trend line. So, yeah, like, I would say that... Right now, the obvious sign of strength is going to be a breakout of this diagonal resistance and a back test. And so let's go ahead and pull the volume there. Yeah. Sadly, right now, like, I don't necessarily see, like, a juicy entry right now. You know, I don't see a juicy entry right now, if I've got to be honest. If I'm going to be 100% honest, I do not see a super juicy entry right now. But, that being said, that's because we haven't, well, okay, so here, this is not financial advice. If you had to force an entry right now, it would be... If you have to force an entry right now, it would have to be with our stop loss below this low, because you're assuming this is the bottom, this is a higher high, this is a higher low, and you're also assuming a breakout here, all right? Now, if we hit previous all-time highs, that's almost a 4-to-1. We pretty much got ourselves a 4-to-1 risk-reward if we were to get in right now. So it's not the worst, okay? Let's check out our 2-day. 2-day just printed a green dot, 3-day printing. It looks good. Is it the best entry in the world? No. Are we at resistance right now at the POC? Yes, but if we reclaim this POC, that's very bullish, all right? Because it's our support-resistance flip. It was literally resistance, support, resistance, support. Now we're at resistance, so if we reclaim this after printing a nice bottom like this, that is very bullish, especially since the high time frames are extremely bottomed out on Deep Book, all right? Good old Deep Book. Killing bees. You thought I was a religious person? I forgot about the Bible verse that says, "Thou shalt not murder bees." And they're not bees either. They're actually yellow jackets. Yeesh. ICP. Let's see. ICP. All right, you've been long on it for a while. On Deep. That's what's up. All right, thank you so much, Ianus Raphael. ICP. Yeah, let's look at Internet Computer Coin, aka Insane Clown Posse. Let's check it out. This is a swing trade idea for ICP. So look, here's the deal. ICP, okay, is in a bullish descending channel after forming a bottom a higher high. We're now making a higher low. And we're basically pretty much at support. All right, so my whole case right here for getting into ICP now is that we're pretty much at support. If we come up to the previous highs, that's a 40-to-1 risk reward. Do I see anything ultra bullish on ICP? We don't see bullish divergences at the low like we would want to on the weekly. We don't see that. The only good thing we're seeing here is money flow generally getting higher, momentum generally getting higher, and a change of market structure. And because we're in a bull market, I'd say ICP, if you're bullish fundamentally, like this is so important. Like if you don't think ICP has any use case, then don't buy it, okay? A lot of people are very bullish on it fundamentally. So you got to understand what it is. But if you understand what it is and you think it's a good asset to have, we are at support. The upside potential is 40 times more than the downside potential. All right, the downside potential right now, assuming that the bottom is in, you know, the downside potential is 50%. The upside potential, assuming that we're coming up to this previous high, is 1,300%. Okay, now if you include the scam wick on Binance, which I don't, then we're talking 46,000%, but really 1,300%. Now, do I think ICP is definitely going to pump? I think it's likely that we see it go to the upside, for sure. And once we break this trend line, it's going to be very easy to see a squeeze, because you have to understand, when you see a trend line like this, the reason why they break out and see such big moves is because they're stopping out people, right? So it's a combination of shorts getting stopped out, which is a buy, and a buy pushes the price up, and then people FOMOing in, which is a buy, which pushes the price up. And then we have this liquidity here, all right? Can be easily squeezed, just like what happened with Bitcoin. All right, we saw that happen with Bitcoin. We were long on Bitcoin. We were expecting that big squeeze. Well, that's exactly what happened, right? We were long on Bitcoin. We understood, you know, last week. Why were we looking for higher prices on Bitcoin last week? It's because we had all these stop losses, and we're saying once we reclaim 118,000, it's going to be a fast move up to 121K. And sure enough, all right, sure enough, all right. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to call it a stream here. It's been a good one. It's been a fun one. Thank you guys so much. May God bless everybody in Jesus' name. And Lord willing, I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell. Peace.